Hi everyone, it's Milena again. Welcome to my YouTube channel and thank you a lot for checking my videos out. And today I would like to make a review on this book. It's called Fashion That Changed the World by Jennifer Croll. So gotta say that this book is really beautiful, first of all, because there are lots of photos, pictures in this book. There are lots of information which are just screaming beautiful, to be fair. I really enjoyed also learning things about fashion, and I enjoyed learning about history in some way too. So it's not just about fashion, it's about history that is related to fashion somehow. So I found it quite, educative, and also I would say that I was happy to maybe relearn some things. So I was happy to be reminded of some maybe events in the history that had such a huge impact, huge influence on fashion itself. So gotta say that this book is really very, inspiring too. But I would say that it is quite educative and you can learn lots of things. I want to show you just inside a bit so you can see how beautiful it is and how nicely made it is too. Also, I want you to see this beautiful color, and yeah, it definitely reminds me of some, scenes which are definitely very pretty. So there are pictures like these, and there are so many of them, different important people from history. And well, from history it doesn't sound right, but you know what I mean, I guess. I hope you do, because there are lots of important events and people who really had such a huge impact on how fashion is right now and how some things are, that it is just not right to ignore them and think of just modern items, modern people, modern designers, whatever. It's important to learn, it's important to remember. We have to remember about also people who are just so inspiring. Maybe they are not like, maybe they didn't do much to just like impact fashion or anything, but they still did something. They are so visible and they're so recognizable that we just can't forget about them, and we can be inspired, I would say. Also, there are lots of pictures of designers and such and their models. Yeah, I actually want you to see lots of pictures because they are so beautiful. And yeah, I just enjoyed also watching, looking at them and reading about all those people, and not just people, about scenes in general. So yeah, I learned quite a few facts too, and it is just amazing in my opinion, because I was like, I could say that I'm a person who is interested in fashion, but now I even learned some more things, and it really made you feel maybe in some way more confident about what you like me, for example, who can say that I like fashion, but now I know a bit more about fashion, which is incredible. I think it is really nice. So I definitely can recommend this book to you, to my friends and relatives, because there are lots of things that you can find interesting, and also it is more like the book where you just look, you can go through pages and you can find something that might catch your eye, and then you can read about it. Sometimes there is no need to read the whole book. Maybe you can just find something really amazing, something that catch your eye, and you will think like, I need to find out what is that, who is that, or yeah. I like to learn how also movies and that industry had influence on fashion, because I really like different movies, and well, it's nice to know that there is some connection too, which is so different, so nice to know. It just really, well, it really has impression, I would say it like that, sport too. You know, there are lots of, you know, sport related people who had influence on fashion, or athletes, let's say it like that. I want to show you some more pictures which I really liked a lot, so you can see and you can enjoy also them, maybe perhaps, because they are just so beautiful. They are definitely art beyond the words. They are art, in my opinion, some of them at least. Yeah, there are even some information bits which would shock you a bit, I would say, because some scenes I found quite shocking and it's a bit difficult to believe. Well, you have to read to understand what I mean. Maybe you know those facts, but yeah, and I was like, or maybe some of them are not facts but more like gossips, but it's quite intriguing, so it's quite different. I wouldn't expect it to be like that exactly, but it's nice to know. It's nice to know, nice to understand that people are very different, and maybe they can be quite iconic in their industry, but they can be a bit of different person from other side. So maybe in the life part where they are not sort of related to their job, work or anything like that, they are different. They are still human beings and they can make mistakes. Maybe those mistakes, well, they can be quite shocking, let's put it this way. So yeah, but I was so happy to learn all this information. Also, I quite found interesting this part which was called something like, here it is, fashion and the internet. It was quite interesting too for me, but there are lots of important parts of this book, especially history, so it's nice to again learn some more things about fashion and how it was sort of, how this industry, not just, you know, culture of fashion, but industry was sort of evolving in some way too. So I definitely again can recommend this book to you, to my friends and relatives. On my rating from 1 to 10, I would give it rather 10 stars out of 10, because it totally deserves it. If you have some questions regarding this beautiful book, just comment down below. I'll try and answer questions as soon as possible. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and give this video thumbs up, and I'll see you soon.